everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to a fresh, shiny, hot off of the press slash oven slash campfire Hazel Nutty stream. Hello, streamer. You're in Shadowlands. Oh, good eye. You spotted it, and it was only in a teeny tiny little corner, too. 2019, don't you remember? Jamie Lee, thank you for the 62 month resub. Holy smokes. Happy first full day of prepatch. Go forth and be great. Thank you. Also, Islewind had a 23 month resub, almost 2 years. Thank you very much. Make yourself back at it again with a 28 month resub. Thank you. You survived the void. Allegedly. Can we see your warband? The same characters I always have. It's well worth coming back to. That's a personal question. You survived my mother. Zaladath is my mother. She went out for milk. I was trying to figure out. I logged on yesterday after much trying and error and disconnecting. And I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but basically it was bedtime, so I just went to bed. And now my UI scale looks wrong. And I don't know if it is. Let me bump that down to like 65 and see if it looks more reasonable. It looks too big. That looks better. That looks more reasonable. Although this still looks too big. Because what if it's my eyes? You know, what if it's my brain that's too small? Kitty cat, do you want to come up here? You want to come see it? Still not as small. Yeah, it's weird because I don't want to. Now my bars are tucked under my camera, which is wrong. Also, I ain't farming that anymore. We're turning that off. And then also, I have like a bunch of presets in editing that kind of count on things being in the same places, and it's gonna make me cranky if I have to move them. Same thing here. UI size a bit different. Okay. Well, I'll just leave it here, I suppose. My bars are too small, but my menu is too big. So I guess what I should do is I should leave it alone in case it's not permanent, so I don't adjust everything around this new world and then have to fix it all again later. So it's close enough. It'll be fine. Menu is huge. It does feel large. It does feel large. Some UI scaling bugs right now. Okay, I won't lose my marbles over it then. Have you seen this kitty cat? Have you say good morning yet? Hi. Hello. Wow. Sorry, kitty. I put some moisturizer in my hands and it's like really tacky and I don't want to pet you and get your fur all gummy. I can pet you like this. Is that okay? I miss Kira. One, you were right. Turns out I just stressed in grad school to clench my jaw. Video this week was great. Loved it. Oh, thank you. Are you gonna join Mouse Guard gang? I'm one of the fine upstanding community members of Mouse Guard gang, where I wear a mouth guard to bed just to protect my teeth from grinding, because even if I don't grind during the day, that stress comes out at night and that can do some big damage to your mouth. So I look extremely cool when I go to bed. Pre-patch, yay. Not sexy, but I'll do it. Oh, man. Listen. Sexy is something you feel. Sometimes mouth guards don't make us feel sexy. I usually check this just for pet charms. That is ostensibly what I'm doing. Let me send all of my finest people on this, more or less. Something like that. Anything is so sticky. Find it weird? Owners refer to cats as kitty or kitty cat, not their name. Feel so distant? Oh. I think it's just different for different people. I think her name is Kira, and sometimes she's Miss Kira, and sometimes she's Sugar Plum Fairy Princess, and sometimes she's Kitty. I only have the one kitty. She knows who I'm talking about. She might think her name is Kitty. I promise I love her. 100% sure they make sexy mouth guards. That's a lot of confidence for such a divisive concept as sexy mouth guards. But I applaud your commitment. I'm gonna dump some anime in. I have 426 pet charms. Go me. So the one thing that I really wanted to do today as my first day in pre-patch, I have a feeling that I might not actually be able to do. I wanted to unlock, also don't mind the 4 characters in my campfire. I haven't really gone through it yet. I still don't know what I'm doing there. I want to unlock my war bank, and then I want to put all my gold in it. And I don't know if they're going to let me do that, because the last I saw, they were saying it was like giga broken, which might mean that it's not ready for me yet. Still broken. Disabled. The whole thing? The whole thing? What did I get out of bed for in the morning? Not collecting transmog. That's on the list too. Well, I guess there's no point in me going to do the warbank if it's not working. If you did that now, your void would disappear into a void. We like the void, but maybe not for this. It's out of order. Tracking down the griffin pets in the meantime. You can do the quest, but the bank is bugged. Okay. I'll probably leave the quest alone for a little bit then. I don't know. I'll do it later. Which begs the question that I was kind of expecting when I first logged in yesterday to see like a beautiful 20 minutes of like pink text scrolling by me as like new, you know, transmogs were learned and achievements were combined, and it turns out not really. Nothing really happened. Can't get over the fact that Claudia Christian knows your name. Giga jealous. Quest is super short. Yeah, I did it a couple times on beta. I just want to keep it together in my brain with actually doing the warbank stuff. If they'll hotfix it via realm restarts or if they'll need a full maintenance. Should we, also my action bars. I have more of them than this. Did they disable them for me? They did. Excuse me. My bars. Alrighty, I wonder what else is different. So my audit carrier. What does my flight style say currently? At this exact moment. Does it say anything? Do I have to do it for the first time? Doesn't say nothing. Flight style, switch flight style. Action bars reset for all tunes. Day slept poorly. Only has 2 work meetings this afternoon. It'll be okay. Sela, thank you for the 48-month resub. Happy patch day, Hazel. Happy patch day. It is on Skywriting when you first log in. And then, alright, so there's the steady buff. Because I believe it... Let me take a look. Yeah, okay. I probably had that buff before, I just didn't see it. So this one shouldn't skywrite at all. It's completely ground locked if you're in skywriting, and it would only fly if you're in steady flying. But basically anything else, I'm assuming that can fly. More or less. Maybe not everything, but like... Maybe everything I can think of. Which begs the question of what should I fly on? Which should it be? Zooming around as a druid, I love it. Okay, enormous bug, pretty good. Do I have a cuter color of enormous bug? What are these things called? Type family. It's a big bug. Water striders. There we go. No, those are like the regular water striders, and also that's not a water strider. What else? It's a big bug. Family. This is Mount Journal Enhanced, giving me more Animite, Akir flyers, beetle flies? Flies? No, those are skitter flies, but okay. Classifying these along with these, but not with water striders is a choice. But that's not a Blizzard choice. That's just a Mount Journal Enhanced thing. Anyway, what's the cutest color I have of this thing? Definitely purple. Void colors for sure. For sure. That's from the Dragon Scale Expedition. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. I need to do a better transmog. I need to look a little more voidy, a little shadowier. My farmer looks very cute, but it's not gonna work. What do we got? I want it to be purple. Make it purple. That's my Pandaren tome set. Green one and a blue one. Skimmers. Wish for a flying elephant. Sets. What are we saying here? What screams shadow? What screams shadow that's also not like crazy extra? I swear I used to have a little set that was like, it was like the purple version of the cultist robe. I guess I could just make it again. I'm gonna call it a simple void, and I'm gonna, this is clearly the most important thing for us to be doing right now. We're gonna hide these guys for now. We might come back and pick out some shoulders. Lagnaros, thank you for the 4-month resub. Most important thing is the dress. Must be purple, must be a dress, must be kind of cute. Also, I am loving being able to hide pants under a lot of these dresses because a lot of times it makes the architecture of the way the dress sits in the waist look much nicer, whereas other things were kind of laying underneath it, so being able to hide the pants is pretty good. JDex, thank you for the brand new sub. Alright, I have a specific robe in mind, and of course, oh, it's that one. Yeah, because it's got a little eyeball, a little off the shoulder business. That's nice. Do we want to get fancy with like wings? I have some different things here. We have Kyrian dark wings. They don't really go. The color is not quite there. That's a little better, but this is a very like pink toned purple, and this is a more blue toned. Also, it doesn't matter. Let's just turn that off for now. You know, we want simple. We want straightforward. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Sure, why not knock yourself out? And oh, I must have something cooler than that. Why is there a belt on that bottle? You ever have like a drink and you're like, you know what this needs is buckles. Why is that offhand enormous? Also, I love the purple, but I don't want the gold in this. This is the content you guys come here for, right? Dances with Wolves, thank you for the 22-month resub. Happy pre-patch, Hazel, and all. Happy pre-patch. You think it's rough? Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Think it's rough now. Just wait until the expansion actually comes out and everybody else is leveling. And I'm like, hang on, my gloves aren't right. I'm not ready. Wait for me. Wish some weapons were smaller for gnomes. They clip into the ground. Yeah, a little bit. Noticed that. Does she want like a little flower? She can have a little ear flower. Those are cute. They don't disrupt things too much. We've also got some different coronet situations. A little scarf. Some glasses. Don't want it to be too... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it goes, but I don't care. She looks awesome. All right, let me see it. Let me see it. That's more like it, because I can see her under all of that. I don't feel like I've lost her. Her weapons look cool. They're kind of enormous, but you put them away and they're still kind of enormous, to be honest with you. That's fine. Not a Hazel stream without the right mug, right? We got our insane title on. We got our little tamed skitter fly to dragon ride around on. We're in good shape. Eridim, thank you for the 23-month resub. Happy patch day. My lizard brain is very happy about all the new pink Transmog collected messages I get while farming old dungeons and raids. That, I think, is going to be the move for today, especially if I can't be centralizing all my gold. That's basically the only thing I was going to use the warbank for right now, was centralizing my gold, because as far as stacking stuff up in it, I'm pretty much going to save it for new materials and warbound until equipped stuff, which I feel like is mainly I'm going to worry about like the Radiant Echoes gear, the catch-up gear that we'll be able to get in the pre-patch event that starts next week. So until then, I think there's some Transmog calling my name. I don't know what yet, though. There's a couple different ways I could go about doing this. First of all, in 8 minutes, this event is going to start, and I kind of want to do it. And I don't know if I can vamp for that long, but we'll find out. Second of all right, couple of different approaches to Transmog collecting. Also, I'm getting rid of this week, or I don't need Dragonflight Professions anymore. They did great. We really appreciate it. It was awesome. Thank you for your service. We're all done. How you doing? All the things. That is an add-on. Do a double instance farm, mount, and mog. You don't know if you can't what? Vamp. Fill airtime with stuff. It's like when a show's not ready to, like a stage show's not ready to start yet, and they stick some poor intern on the stage to be like, how you guys all doing? Buy some time. Diggery-doo, good idea. So, different setups for what we can do. We could pick a raid or dungeon, basically an instance to farm Transmog out of, based on what I have the least percentage collected from all the things, as well as what I think I can comfortably farm. I want to do it on my priest, which doesn't make any sense because my priest does not run particularly fast. She's not particularly good at farming, but she is my main, and there's something kind of satisfying about just Transmog farming on your main. So that's one option. Option number 2 is to use all the things, but instead of trying to target an instance that I need a lot of stuff from, I could do all the things random, have that give me a specific piece to chase, and then hope that I get lots of other stuff to drop along the way while I'm working towards that. So the first option is finding a raid that I need lots of stuff from. Second option is doing a random item. The third option is what I like to call chaos, which is where I go anywhere that I can think of and I do as much as I can and I just see what happens. Well, hell, I think you'll be fine. Took away my Ardrit's chicken form. Aww. Have you tested static charge? Nah, I couldn't deal with static charge when it was on the old mount. I'm not gonna use it now. Option 3, do Nax and get that mount. Gather Seafarer doubloons on one character as well, enough to buy 3 caches. Oh, neat. Random is not the chaos option. Chaos is just kind of going anywhere with no plan. Random is having all the things choose the random thing for me. Hope you're enjoying Prepatch. Loved your new video, even though the ending scared me at first. Being near a wall seems odd. Wondering if it works along a mountain. Yeah, it's more thinking that I'm prepared to put forth when I'm dragon riding, so I basically haven't. Like, even when I used to ride my griffin around and I had it as an inbuilt option, I would never use it. Started today with Sunwell Plateau because I couldn't recall the last time I'd done it. Finished off with Shaman set. Nice. Do a poll and you could ignore the results. I do enjoy that. How is Miss Kira? Miss Kira, how are you doing today? What's up, Buttercup? You good? You sleepy? Boring, feeling like doing all the Dragonflight World quests because they still have good gold. Hey, gold helps. Plus, what if there's something that you need last minute off the vendor that's going away at the end of August? You know, we don't have that much time left on that. I keep telling myself that I'm done shopping from it, and then I'm like, but if I could buy something else, shouldn't I do that? Isn't that a good idea? Regret reading comments watching that one. Spoiler cool outro. I miss Morchi. Gold always goes up when you're leveling, but when you're at max level, it goes down. I don't find that rule always holds true for me because I am a terrible person. I am cheap and I am a big fat mooch. So like in raids and stuff, I am an alchemist. So I can, my files and flasks and stuff like last longer, especially if I'm doing keys or whatever. But like I will mooch off the guild cauldrons and the potion cauldrons. I mooch off guild feasts. I don't usually use runes until such a time as, how do you act? Oh, he's here. I don't usually use runes until I get a perma one. And because I'm healing, I don't even really bother with combat potions most of the time. I'm like, well, what if I need a mana potion? And I don't need a mana potion, but I have the cooldown ready just in case I need it, and then I end up saving gold on that. Oh hey, I got a Drake customization. That's crazy. I find that I tend to hang on to more gold than some of my peers because I am shameless, is what it is. Keep hearing raw gold higher for old content right now. Quests and Mog. Warbank working yet? Tried using it this morning, having an error. I heard that it was disabled. I was hoping it would be up by this morning, but apparently not. I'm sure they have their finest people working very hard trying to get that together. It's a really big patch. This, I think, is the pre-patch that's had the most dramatic systems changes from any expansion launch that I can remember recently. Like, they've always had, you know, class changes, and when edit mode came in, that was a pretty big deal, and that was kind of wonky for a while. But warbands and all of this account-wide conversion seems like it's one of the biggest things they've done to the client in a while, so I'm not expecting it to be perfect for a little bit. You should farm instances with the bank too. Don't think I used a single combat damage potion all of Dragonflight, even though I got all the AOTCs and KSM. Yeah, you kind of don't necessarily need to. I mainly use combat potion. I want to clean everyone up, move my herbs over. So this is where my 4 happened, just based on who was at the top of my list from when I was playing in Remix. I don't think Shellfish is going to stay here for very long, which is a shame because he's very tall and handsome and makes my gnome look really cute and tiny. What was my plan? There's a hunter. Is Squidgy the hunter? What's she doing? I think she's trying to hold a bow, but she doesn't have a bow right now because she has a little diving suit. So she's just kind of posing. Do you like Have a Lucid Nightmare Skyrides? Yes. Good thing we didn't bet on the patch going smoothly. Rumors have it they found a dupe glitch. Good thing to cut off early then. Never been a Transmog person, but Trader's Post has me wanting to make a Bioshock Mog. Wonder how hard doing islands is. Island expeditions are fine. it's just time consuming. It depends on if you get lucky, and then of course, you know, your doubloon grind is going to go as it goes. Usually not too bad. Diver bikinis, the start of a theme, and shellfish. Ocean beach vibes. I could probably get rid of Narcissus now. Not that it's caused me any problems or anything, but I'm just noticing it's loading, and I don't really need it if I'm not playing Remix anymore. I wonder if I'm really done with Remix. I definitely didn't get all of the weapons. And if I let it end without getting them, then they may be gone to me, lost to me forever, beyond my reach. But that might be okay, you know, maybe there's other stuff I can do. Maybe it's good that I got some. Maybe the real journey was the transmogs we earned along the way. Do you feel like playing it? No. Not really. I want to do this. Letting things go is easy, I hear. You do? Whoa. I get that they're panning for dirt, but that little graphic looked crazy to me for a second. Can I zoom in on that? I thought they were like cooking potatoes or something. I've never paid attention to that before. I don't even know if I have a task. My UI's all over the place. I'm just not gonna worry about it today. Hope they add weapon ensembles a few days before it ends. That would be a tricky thing for them to do. If it's too close to when it ends, you run the risk of people not noticing because it's right on top of, I mean, I guess it doesn't really harm anybody. My guess is that they're not going to do it, but I would love to be wrong. Need one more heroic ore grade to get Garros' shoulders, and then I'm done. Do you know if all the things is up to date and working? I believe I have it turned on. I think I ran an update. I don't know anything specific. Yeah, it is up to date. Is it working? All the things. Yeah, seems good. I have 60%. That is probably for priest. Oh, no, it's not, is it? Because priest should be at like 80 something. 78. Not quite 80. Alright, well, I have 60% of the things. Outdoor zones. Dungeons and raids. Less than half of stuff from dungeons and raids. But, you know, missing a lot of things from the more recent ones. What would you get if you did ATT random? That's something random. Added delves just to drag your percentage down. I'm just happy it's not 60%, I suppose. Shadowlands time then. I'm not confident in my ability to solo Shadowlands content yet. I haven't tried it, and I kind of want to leave it until I'm positive it's going to be like super no effort face roll, which I feel like it will be in endgame gear after we level again at level 80. But right now I'm not. I don't know. Not sure. Mostly is already. I don't want mostly. I want 100% no doubts, no problems, because the second I hit a tiny hiccup, I will cry. Dungeons are easy enough. What would you get right now if you typed it out? You mean you want me to do it? I haven't committed to doing that yet. Why isn't it giving me any jobs? Where are my jobs? Excuse me. Can I have a job? No jobs. I just dig. Digging only. Feels like Legion was yesterday. Non-mythic BFA raids, yeah. BFA dungeons I feel like I have a surprising amount of appearances from, because I was grinding the dungeons, and they have like they have shared appearances, like something that you get from one BFA dungeon. It's basically one loot pool for all the dungeons as far as I can tell, more or less. And I was grinding them for shark bait and for mounts, but also Flabby was putting together speed sets a ways back, and he needed specific pieces of Azurite gear. And at one point I put together a speed set, and I was looking for a specific piece of Azurite gear, and I got really unlucky, so I was just grinding those dungeons for a while trying to get specific things to drop. And I filled out a reasonable amount of it. I do want you to do it. No commitment. Fun roll of the dice. For fun. Oh, you know that once it pulls something up, that is like a covenant. That is a blood pact. That is happening. Not 100% because Mythic Eater is not trivial. Tombstalker attempts. Maybe. I want to pick something for me though. realize there isn't art available today. Seems like it would be the perfect time to level them, especially in Remix. Man, imagine Earth and Green Remix. Is there a way to remove Dells from the ATT list for now? Not that I know of, but it's a short-lived problem. What is this lovely music? I think it's from the Azur's band. I think it's zone music. This is a very calm dig because nobody has any jobs, because I don't think the dig is giving anybody any jobs. So all we're doing is the right-click dig. Mythic Eternal Palace. Lady Ashvane just didn't spawn. I bet there's some really wacky stuff that's broken today. And like just this week in general. It's probably going to take a little bit to straighten out. Did your F keys disappear? I don't have them bound to anything right now. So I wasn't using them before. I know, I'm just being dumb. Ironic, when Burning Crusade came out, it was more exciting of a change for riding mounts than dragon riding. Yeah, dragon riding is way better. My action bars, my extra action bars, disabled, and I had to go back. I still apparently have to do it again. Turn them back on. So that might be it. If your F keys were on a secondary action bar, you might need to just go re-enable it. Zone music for Azure Span. It's a Hardanger fiddle? Hardanger? Dangerous fiddle. Did you get all of the Torghast appearances? I don't know. I think I've had most of the Torghast appearances. I started playing in Wrath. I am a Wrath baby. Late Wrath baby. Remember the vault? Stuffed bear thing? Now a toy with prepatch. Don't remember that. Oh hey, there's a thing. Happy Patch Day. Favored my zones in terms of music. It is nice. I don't remember the stuff. Oh, I do remember the stuffed bear. I kept one in my bank, I'm pretty sure. Would it automatically be in my toy box somewhere? There's hollow viewers. Bear. Stuffed bear. Not collected. Did I keep one is the question. Did I stick one in my bank and keep it or not? It would be probably in my evoker's bank. Remember the originals Logo Reverence? I've been playing so long. Wrath baby, but really it's been 15 years. It used to be almost like a denigrating thing to say. It used to be like oh man, you're not a real gamer, you started in Wrath, but you know, I was in Cataclysm. I think enough time has passed that for better or for worse, doesn't mean I know anything, but I have been here for a minute. One of those in my bank. Check today, had to learn it. Yeah, I'm hoping I held on to one. I might not have done. Well and truly entering my healer era. Wrath characters are almost out of school. They can almost drink. Oh, shush. Oh, stop that. Stop that at once. Oh, man. We, air quality's kind of up and down here. It's, like, generally fine. But there's a wildfire in a nearby community that is, or a nearby area, I guess. I hope it's not threatening homes at this time. There's a wildfire that, when the wind comes the right way, it, like, blows a bunch of smoke right on top of the city, so you'll, like, be outside and it'll be fine, and then you'll come back outside, like, 5 minutes later, and all of a sudden it's, like, you're in a campfire. It's very, very off and on. Do you still own your original WoW account? Yes? I'm still playing on this. It's the same account. I haven't changed it. I country changed it a couple times. That involved uploading some identification. Big problem, Jasper was evacuated. Smoke has come as far south as Colorado, now super hazy. The smoke in Victoria specifically I was hearing was from the Souk wildfire, which is a little bit more local. But I haven't checked the news today because I figure it's just gonna freak me out. Up near Mill Bay, smoke is super yucky. No homies in danger. Oh, homes in danger. Hopefully no homes or homies in danger. Fire is on a bad slope. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sure the wind isn't helping either. I'm in Victoria. Humid as hell here in Cork. My laundry has not dried since yesterday afternoon. In Cork. Well, I'm hoping the smoke doesn't get too bad because my dog's gonna need exercise no matter what, and if we end up doing laps inside, it's gonna be a long night. Okay. Oh, boss time, boss time. Don't forget, don't forget. I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. I didn't even notice. Well, I guess I didn't notice the timer because there was no timer because the UI's not quite doing it. Hopefully the quest finishes. I guess that's a possibility. We don't know for sure that it would. It did. That's good. We're not going to be buying anything just yet because we spent a bunch of currency last week, but it's something. Nice. Sitting on 6,500. This vendor is coming along. I have a lot of stuff from here. I'm missing one expensive hat, one expensive weapon, two expensive weapons. I haven't bought the gun yet. 3 expensive weapons because the shuffle just seemed like a 4, 5. Okay, never mind. I'm not even close. I'm not even close to done. All right. Don't judge me for doing this with my priest. I know she's not fast. I just don't care at this moment. I will probably switch to a different character in a little bit, but for the moment, I think I know how I want to find something to farm. Expensive hats are the best hats. Shiny Void Torrent. Can't wait till it's castable while moving. What did it give me? It gave me... I didn't think it was going to roll yet. The Vindicator's Silk Belt. Hang on a second. That's a PvP item. Is there something I can do to stop that? Season 3 Gladiator. Partner and I taking a trip soon to scope out places in the Pacific Northwest US to move to after school. Excited to meet up with a high school buddy. Happen to move all the way to Nanaimo. So, hang on, change search filter item. Alright. What is this? This one's not a PvP thing. This is, okay, cloth shoulders. From, also I'm pretty sure that I could have put this in account mode first, but anyways. Cloth shoulders from Halls of Stone. Tribunal of Ages. Good grief, alright. Alright, what is my percentage from that particular dungeon? Dungeons and raids. Wrath of the Lich King. Speaking of Wrath, Halls of Stone. Does it say normal or heroic? Doesn't matter. Normal or heroic. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's call it normal. 22 of 28, 23 of 29. Interesting. Maiden of Grief, Tribunal of Ages. And there are lots of different things from the Tribunal. Oh, is that Bran, like... Alright. Well, this will take us a second. Oh, there's a hammer from the Maiden of Grief. Oh, that's sick. That's not what I'm there for, but, like, that would be so cool. It's got a scarab on it. Thanks for the pre-patch video. Help me organize my order of operations today. Nice. I'm glad I helped you. Wait, go into a room. Yeah, I think I know the one. I think I know why I don't have everything from it yet. We're at basically 80% of the Mog from that particular dungeon. Also, I don't even know where it is. Storm Peaks? Question mark? How do I want to get there? Let's combine Hearthstones. Oh, we are combining Hearthstones. Oh, it's because I have my teleports. I have dungeon teleports. I was thinking, why is my Tome of Teleportation enormous? Surely this must be just a bunch of different Hearthstone options. It's not. Oscar, thank you for the 47-month resub outside Ulduar. Bold of you to assume I remember where Ulduar is. I may have Mim's head, but I don't remember farming it. What are we doing? We're going to Northrend. I could just fly from... I could just do Stormwind. That's pretty easy. Let's do that. Let's not make this more complicated than it needs to be. This is an add-on called Tome of Teleportation. It puts all of the different teleports your character has available in one nice menu. Did you like how the Lucid Nightmare skyrides? Yeah! We saw it on beta. Make a speed druid to get all the transmog faster. My druid has like old speed sets kind of gathering dust in her bank, but I would probably want to do a new one because I feel like they get outdated. One day, eventually. I'm not in a huge hurry. I want to do it on my main for now. Do you not have all 3 guild TP cloaks? No, I can't. I keep vendoring them. I'd rather just carry around the short cooldown one. I know you can prevent yourself from vendoring them, but I'd rather just carry around the short cooldown one and then have the extra 2 bag slots. Not because my bags fill up, but just because carrying around 3 cloaks seems excessive. Ironic that speed is gathering dust. Yeah. Let's see how fast we can get out here. So we're going to be poking our noses up. Halls of Stone. Oh, that's nice. They've redone the map in a way that makes it a little easier to find them. I know they were marked on the map before, but this seems nice. Let's head this way. I'm sure this is the mount they had in mind when they were beginning to develop dragon riding. Whoa! When you think gaining acceleration, I'm sure you think dragonfly wings. Good time to run these on a human. Eh, it's okay, I'll bring my gnome. Buff the HP of old raid bosses. Rathian Mythic HP went from 17 to 29, close to double. Do the spin! I'm out of vigor. Clickable can set a waypoint for you. Morning, Hazel and chat. Mim's head looks cool and flying now. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Fly mosquito. I was in yoga this morning quite early. Just to show off. Look at me getting up in the morning. Wow. And I did my practice. And at the end, you do a few different moves that are kind of like finishing moves. And then at the very end, you do Shavasana, where you lay on your back on the floor. You kind of externally rotate your limbs and you rest. It's like corpse pose. And you do that for a while. And it's kind of like a meditative thing. And this whole practice today, leading up to then, there was like this big fly that was like around. And I felt like it was paying extra attention to me, which I was kind of getting in my head about. I was like, I showered this morning. I'm not stinky. Why does this fly like me? Excuse me. But anyways, I was laying down around and I felt like I'm supposed to be like meditating. I'm not supposed to be like twitching, but I can feel it walking on me. I'm just going to be zen about it. I'm going to, I'm not going to like die because a fly landed on my foot. I'm just going to, notice it and then not worry about it. Do the thing. And I do that. And then the instructor comes over after a few minutes and she's like, you have a fly in your foot. And I'm like, I know. I was trying to be yoga and now I just feel really silly. Gross. But I think I'll survive. All right, I'm going to do this on normal first. I think it doesn't matter. As far as I can tell, the difficulty, this can drop on normal or heroic. This is it. These green shoulders are what we're after, according to ATT Random. What's some of your favorite new features so far? I'm excited to collect. I'm excited for Transmog collecting. This is the first one I'm doing on live servers. I've messed around with it a little bit before then. Should I do the quest? Oh, my warband's completed it already. That's promising. Finishing moves. Finishing moves. Oh, man. Did they ever decide if class tier sets would drop for any class? My understanding was that they don't. Or that they won't learn unless you're on the relevant class. Main hunter feels so slow and weak after spent weeks playing a hunter in remix. So that's our random window. So we can keep that like here. The general window tells me that I need things from Maiden of Grief and Tribunal, but I could basically skip the rest of the bosses if I don't need anything from them. There's no huge reason for me to go super hard here. Maiden of Grief is at the very end of the hallway. Because I think a few of these bosses are optional. I'm actually not 100% on that. T-Mog stuff live, Warglaives in the bank. Didn't get T-Mog after equipping it. Too much looted again in any class to get it now. I don't know. Some things are not working consistently. It's been kind of a buggy patch launch so far, so it's possible it's just not working right. Maiden and the rock boss to the right are optional. Okay. Alright. Shadow can get Holy Nova. I'm just not spec'd into it right now, or if I am, I forgot. I am spec'd into it. It's right there. I have a button. Let's put that on a bigger button so I remember it. There we go. Did you know the dragonfly larvae live in the water for 5 to 7 years of their life, only to spend 1 to 5 weeks as a full-grown dragonfly above the water, living their best life? I did not know that. And I've had a dragonfly nymph in an aquarium before. Not on purpose. It was terrifying. I got a belt that was for leather that I didn't know, and now I know it. But I did not get the shoulder. Oh no, the shoulders are from Tribunal anyways. So we're gonna book it over there. So we don't even need to finish it. We don't need to do Sionir. Nailed it. Yeah, any character can farm all Mog armor proficiencies. Class sets are still locked, but armor types are now open. So if you get like a soulbound piece for a different armor type, you can still learn it. The evoker changed. Glad I made mine last week when they were still 58. Oh, are they leveling from, what is it, 10 now? This is going to be so helpful for collecting armor of all of the types that I'm really behind on. Plate in particular, I feel like I am largely missing. Yeah, sure, come on. Let's go. Brain goes all kind of ways whenever I quest up there. Watch a new YouTube video. Love the twist of the end. I have account mode on. These are all the things that I'm missing. These are for all sorts of different armor types. How you doing, Scarlet? How's your week going? Oh, what did I get? Collected this appearance, but not from this item. That's a cloth BOE. You know what? We do chase item IDs. I think we need to reboot her. Can somebody check on the brain cell? Does it need restarting? Weak is weaking? I'm sorry to hear that. We're here. Man, my spirit is willing, but my body is like crunchy and crunchy and bruised. I feel like someone took the spaghetti noodle that is my joints and bones and just beat them up. You want to come back up? Hi. Hello. I had kind of, Monday, Tuesdays are my days off, and I had kind of a busy Hazel weekend. It was a little bit all over the place. There was a few things happening at once, and then Miss Kira was going to the vet for her appointment. And I always feel awful whenever I take her in because you have to abduct her because she's not a fan. And at this point in her life, I've kind of given up on trying to encourage her to be a fan. So I just catnap her into the carrier and then I take her in. But she's very sweet when she's there. She never ever bites or swats anybody. She's pretty cuddly with all the vet techs. She's just like, meow. How dare you? Meow. No, she didn't lose any more teeth, and the vet said her teeth look really good. Our daily brushing is paying off. She doesn't have very much tartar. She doesn't have any gingivitis right now. So, the fact that I torment you every night by brushing your teeth is working, kitty. It's working. I'm really hoping it works for Mr. Moosey too. His teeth look good so far, but he's like basically brand new, so it's not really that big of a deal yet. But I did get I got more blood work and like a whole like blood and urine panel done for her age. So I'm kind of waiting for the phone call where they tell me if she's all good or not, because there was just stuff that we want to check on for her age and stuff. She also put on some weight. She's not fat, but like she weighs quite a bit more than she did last year, and her appetite's gotten better, which is good, but also it could be a sign of some stuff, so they just want to check out her organs and whatnot. Brand new boost. Please have pie in lieu of a brain that is refusing to cooperate. Man, I was not with it this morning. There's a variety of times in the yoga practice where you need to like count to 5 and like, you know, count like 5 like breaths. And I feel like a 3-year-old, but I lose track. Like I get so distracted that I lose track and my mind wanders and I'm like, huh. I'm pretty sure I should have been done by now, let's call that 4. You know, like, and it's a work in progress. I don't think you're supposed to be perfect at it, but it's funny because it's not like they're asking you to count to 100. You're trying to count to 5. Am I missing Hazel lore? It's fairly recent. It's only a couple of weeks old. But I'm trying to enter my yoga girly era, and I'm discovering that it is a lot more intense than I thought it was, which is good because I want to work on my self-discipline, and this is certainly asking it of me. Focus to cultivate during exercise is no joke. I had another class and I was feeling kind of panicky because they were going what felt like kind of fast. I don't think it was that fast, but I reached a point where I was like, okay, that's the stuff I can learn for today. Oh no, they're telling me more things. I'm never going to remember this. This is way too many things. It's way too fast. You know, like you just start panicking. And it's like, it's fine because you can, there's places, resources online you can use to check it. So it's basically like, okay, I'm just going to go home, watch the videos and like, you know, work on it at home because right now I have reached my limit and I'm about to remember no further things. Do that in the morning, counting scoops of coffee into the machine. Not alone. Failure to count to sub 10 numbers. One thing that my parental figure bought me, Coke flavored Jaffa cakes. Are they good? They sound crazy. Are they yummy? They were awful? Okay. I didn't want to presume. Soft accounts? I have no information on when they'll turn the war bank back on. Presumably when they fix it. I think tier sets you need to loot on the relevant class. Bit into one, immediately threw the pack away. No need to improve upon Jaffa cakes. Super cool, you've been committed. It doesn't feel great. I mean, doing it feels great. It's the mental part of it that I'm kind of struggling with right now. But I figure as long as I keep going, that's the key thing. It's alright to look a little silly and to get kind of lost. And, you know, as long as you're not breaking anything. But, yeah, that's normal. Chocolate flavor, Coke flavor don't mix. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that they would. I'm still embarrassed about the fly thing, which is really silly. Because, like, you know. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying not to judge the fly for leading a different lifestyle than me. Just because I don't know where it's been doesn't mean anything, you know? Like, I'm not eating off my own feet. I had another shower. It's fine. Why embarrassed? Feeling embarrassed. Reasons are hard. Bran, are we good? Can I loot anything yet? Okay, it's open now. This takes a long time. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get it on the first run. Drumroll. Not lucky for getting the shoulders in the first run, but the 2 items I did get, I needed both of them. There was a sword and some bracers. What does this sword look like? Oh, exactly like the icon. That's kind of sick. It's like 2 swords. It's like they were making swords on an assembly line. They were like injection molding them and they didn't like break them apart. I have a whole cheesecake in my fridge because I bought it and then immediately didn't want it. Maybe its purpose was in the purchasing. I've done that. My food desires are usually pretty fleeting. So if I have a craving and I get something for it and I don't have it like right away, it's doomed. I have to wait for it to come back around, and if it's something perishable like that, you're in trouble. Actually, just holding a fork. What are the chances you're saying when in a few weeks during a delve? You lost me. I've missed a word somewhere. Nearly spent all my gold on what? What did you spend it on? Oh, complaining about Bran. Yeah. We'll see. I'd like to believe that he's going to be better at coming along for the ride with me, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. Boosts. Brackenite Hollow. Farming ICC and other class items. Warbound. Put them in the warbank. Appropriate character can take them out, which is nice. Oh, there you go. Alright. let's reset this and try it again, because I still need the Mantle of the Tribunal. Of all the places for all the things random to send me, it had to be the one with the most RP. Reset instances. Yes. Thank you. How often is he speaking? Is it constantly or just ghosting? In Delves? In Delves, he pretty much comes with you. The trick is if there's jumps, sometimes he's like a little... that was beta. I can't judge it by that. In this dungeon, he's got like... it's basically just like a wave-based fight, so it takes a minute. He has voice lines in Delves. Those are kind of fun. That's right. I have Holy Nova. I can Holy Nova things. So I need another 5 items from this dungeon. There's so much loot from the Tribunal of Ages. It's like a strange amount for... it's like twice as much as Maiden has. I really hope that hammer drops. That's a cool hammer. He lays down in Delves. What is this priest blade time? Slash blade. 204 days, 3 hours, 51 minutes and 1 second. 204 days is the headline. This is the character that I have mained more than any other character in WoW, but I didn't start playing it until late MoP, and I've taken some time off. I spent Shadowlands on a human priest, and I spent early Dragonflight on a evoker, so I haven't made it continuously. Want cereal? Have a box? Couldn't be bothered to make it. I made myself Hammer of Grief. Nice. So I am done with Maiden of Grief now. I don't need to go down this hallway anymore. We can just go straight for the Tribunal. Oh, excellent. So look at all these things that I've learned, but not from that item. I know I don't need to put them on, but it makes me feel better. Mythic Gul'dan? No mounts. Moving on. Do I dare download ATT? Depends. Are you bored? You got some time to fill? You need something to do? Okay, so for something like this, it's a gray item. It's for another armor type. And I want to learn that item ID. I already have the appearance. Frostborn Plate Bracers. It did just... oh no, it said that it was added to my collection. It said learn from another item, but maybe if I reload. I'm just wondering, it's not going to make me stick that stuff in the Warbank, is it? And then learn it on a plate character, because that's rude when you don't have to do it for the soulbound stuff. If you vendor it. Yeah, because the text already hit my chat log. I wonder if it updated. Learn for a different class. Perfect. Okay. That's a new colored check mark. But that's good news that I don't need to move it around, because nobody wants to be doing that. Nobody's got time for that. What's weird is I don't know if it learned until I like clicked on it. Take another look at it. For the random mode, if you type /ATT space random, it'll pull up the interface where you can change what kind of thing you'd like to search for. I just have it setting me for an item, and then there's a roll button. Because I reloaded, my last one is gone, but I know that I need the Mantle of the Tribunal is what we're currently looking for. Oh, I forgot to talk to Bran. I have a feeling this might happen a few times. Sorry, Buggy, working on new pink for Warbound. You're totally fine. It's working, which more we can say for a bunch of pieces of the main patch. All right, Brain. Off and away. How about that 420% static flying? I don't know if I knew it was that fast. That's kind of crazy. How you doing, kitty cat? You sleepy? You cozy? CIMI is Can I Mog It? We're in the company of add-on dev royalty. World quest icons are small. UI scaling kind of all over the place. They look okay to me, but a bunch of things have kind of gotten larger or smaller independently of each other. Collect and learn another item, and then you click on it. Okay. So yeah, you can take a warbound item and you can right click it, or it's BOE, right? And then clicking on it learns it to you and then makes it WUE. It makes it woo. I gotcha. So that's all you really need to do. It may work if you just vendor it and you don't do that first. But I might just continue doing that first, just because I can. Who's to say? Underwrought is soloable, yeah. Listen, Nightmare looks silly skywriting. Appreciate the smaller amount. Dodging trees way more easily now. I didn't even think about how much easier it was going to be to get all of this gray stuff done. Because that was stuff that I technically could have learned before if I had just taken the time to mail it around. But I wasn't taking the time to mail it around. Not for a piece that, like... I would mail an item if it was an appearance that I didn't know. But if it was just an item ID, I wasn't going to bother. But item IDs are going to be everything if I want to clean up my data for Azeroth score. Randomize me to do that? Oh, nice. Plus, there's a mount in there. You could get lucky. I guess the mount might be mythic only. It might not be the same difficulty as the Mog you're farming. Your Remix characters are stuck in Remix until August the 19th when Remix ends. So they'll get a couple of days of pre-patch, but not very many. Do you have flying unlocked in Dazar'alor? Huh. That is very weird. I'm just glad the game's more or less on. Working's a strong word, but it seems to be doing what I need it to for now. Doing alright. So we have next week, starting on Tuesday with Reset. That's when Radiant Echo starts, and I want to do a bunch of that. Because I want to collect everything, and then I may want to get a bunch of characters that catch up gear. Not my main. If it's going to be 480, then some of my characters are going to be better than that already, but most of them won't. Big fan of all the UI changes recently. I have a lot of rocks in my bags. How has this happened to me? Oh, it's because I'm in the Halls of Stone. Don't mind me. I thought it might have been from the Big Dig. I'm like, I don't remember coming up with like 100 pieces of rock. And then I remembered what dungeon I'm in. Hey, Howie. Excuse me. This used to be the most fun dungeon to pug because sometimes people would go AFK because they were so bored during this fight, but then they would be AFK in this beam. And when you're leveling, it can kill people pretty quickly. And it was just kind of fun to see if anybody was gonna turn into toast. That one new? Or better until equipped? Yeah, that was the one we did already. We good yet? I think this event is like a full 5 minutes. If we get the shoulders, even if we don't have all of the loot from this dungeon, we'll pick a different random thing. Roll something new. Need to clean my bags. Dragonflight is full of many items that I can't vendor or know what they are. There's a lot of little things that were white that were mainly just for buying things off the rep vendors. I held on to them for a little while, but eventually I decided I would just sell them, and then I would either farm or buy them on the auction house when I finally needed them for the vendors. Just kind of use the auction house as your bank, so to speak. Bit of trouble finding my alts in the new character selection list. A lot of them have the same name. Oh, I see, I see. I haven't scrolled very far down my list. I'm a little scared. There's a few too many new remix alts lurking down there. BFA raids having no class tier means getting all the team logs so quickly. So satisfying. Don't transfer currency yet. Apparently Broken just deleted the currency. There's a search box. Oh, for characters. Some new low-level alts on servers from years ago that I never touched. I think I had everything that wasn't on Lightbringer deleted. I don't think I had any characters on any other realms at the time. Ooh, actually, that's what I'm probably going to spend some gold on. As soon as the warbank's back, anyway. Got a little bit of shopping to do. Gave me a Narrowbar Palace achievement to do. It's a little bit rude right now in that because the pre-patch is out, it's considering all of the War Within content, and obviously we can't do that yet, so I would just roll it again. That's my rule if it gives me something that I don't want to do for what I consider a valid reason, and I think that is a very valid reason. Just press button again, get different thing. Okay. Are you you got loot for me? Oh, dude, I got that sword last time. Darn it. Alright, we go again. So that took me like 6 minutes for that fight, which doesn't sound that long, but it feels like eternity. I guess I can catch up on the WoW headlines as well. What are you farming? I rolled all the things random, and it gave me these shoulders, this Mantle of the Tribunal from the Halls of Stone boss with Bran. So we're grinding. That fight, not much fun. Nice video. The last part was scary. You like it? Spooky. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Just felt a little cold. It was weird. Stay better. Farm some Mog on my own. It's waiting for you. Get the other Squally pet colors and the other pre-order set colors. I don't know how to go about doing that. Where can I find... does Wowhead have like an article that I can refer to that kind of organizes it in a way that my morning brain can understand? Can we all agree that the War Within is Priest's fault? Listen, I'm okay if you blame me. You can hold me accountable for this. I held on to her for all of Legion, and I thought she had some great points. Summon Squally, there's a quest. Okay. Orsicon Plays, thank you for the 9-month resub. Oh, I didn't. Ah, it's okay. We got lots of room. Evil entity of ancient malice. She has good points, though. Listen, she didn't seem that malicious during Legion. Yeah, she was talking about... She seemed a little... Maybe she wasn't, like, holding my hand all that much, but, like... Painting on my tablet instead of playing. That's wonderful. Hope your day is well. Thank you very much. Going okay so far. Can't complain. We're going left. That's what I need to do. Hang a left here. I've been trying to get more done before stream by waking up earlier, and it's kind of working, but I have to wake up like a lot earlier to have enough time to do things because I don't move very fast. I know some people are like machines, and maybe if you do it enough, you get the muscle memory for it. People that just like crunch through their morning routine like the Terminator without needing to have any thoughts, but like it takes me like 3 tries to get my socks on. Nothing is happening very quickly over here. Didn't you take the cursed dagger from the hand of a faceless one? I don't know. There was like a thing in a cave. I was just excited to be doing damage. Oil paint setting does behave like actual oil paint. That's cool. Speaking of old movies that I hadn't seen, because I still have yet to watch The Terminator, despite referring to it. Oh, I forgot Bran again. I watched for the first time in my life Jaws. I had actually never seen Jaws, and I watched it fairly recently. And my take is that it was fun. It was a little scary, but it wasn't as scary as all of the reputation of it made it seem to me in advance. And my third take is that the score by John Williams carried hard in the back half of the film, because at a certain point it's just 3 dudes on a boat doing boat things. And if it was not for that orchestral score, it really would have just been 3 dudes on a boat. I miss when movies had like full orchestra scores. I hope we go back to that. Bruce was the cast name for the animatronic shark. When I was a little scary, hokey at the same time. Yeah, and I thought that the theme, I thought that the da was going to be way more prevalent than it actually was. It's there, but it's subtle. It's not, I thought it was going to be like extremely obvious and central and loud, and it really wasn't. I feel like it's an instance where the culture ideas surrounding the movie kind of take on a life of their own. It was scary when it released in 75. Scarier in its era. I've heard like stories from people, or it mentioned in media anyways, that for a lot of people it made them not want to go in the ocean. And I kind of get it because sharks, but also the reason that it was dangerous was because of this incredibly big, weirdly aggressive shark that was just eating people. That's like not normal. And I think that the real scary thing is, you know, the real villain, the real spooky thing in the movie was the policymakers that didn't want to close the beaches. I was waiting for one of them to get eaten by the sharks, and I was horrifically disappointed when they didn't. You know, nothing, the mayor did not get what he deserved. Alien's still scary. Got anxious swimming in the deep end of pools. In the 70s before Jaws, the scariest thing was the Brady Bunch. Jolinair, thank you for the 18-month resub. He gets re-elected. Oh, I guess there's sequels. I haven't seen the sequels. Jaws ride at Universal made me so scared of the ocean as a kid. Yeah, no, Psycho and The Birds were both released in the 60s, so I take issue with the fact that there were no scary movies before 75. I've seen both of those, and I've thought both of them were more frightening than Jaws. Steady flight, but can't skyride. Interesting. How's the pre-patch going, everyone? Not too bad. It's on. I'm in the game. That's good, right? I have not seen the Carrie movie, no. I've not read the book either. I kind of wanted a bit of a Stephen King break after Misery. I'm familiar with the premise, though. Alright, Brain, are we almost good? We're not almost good yet? Alright. See you later, kitty cat. What happens in Misery? Nothing fun. Nothing good. Don't worry about it. Lead the rest of your life and never read that book and you'll be okay. Any luck? Lootable? I know that oh no, we have to do the beam thing. People have been very desensitized by newer movie special effects. Forgot these dungeons scaled up to 61. Tried to read The Road. Stopped after 25% of it. I'm not familiar with that one. I've been reading Pratchett. I've been reading Discworld, and it's delightful. It's perfect. It's exactly what I need at the end of a day. There is nothing that makes my heart feel comfy more. I'm reading the Lost Continent right now, and the faculty of the Unseen University are rooting around in time-traveled alternate universe Australia, and it's just so funny. It's just so stupid and funny and silly and goofy, and I love it very much. Wolfcloud, I do agree. That was the scariest part of Jaws. I was real tense for that. Adore Terry Pratchett book. Guards is my favorite. I liked that one a lot too. I like all of the books with rhymes in them. I mean, I don't know if I have like characters that are in Discworld that I don't like it when the books are about, because they're all fun. I like it when it's about the guards. I like it when it's about the witches. I like it when it's Rincewind doing Rincewind things. Plus, there's lots of them, so they can keep me busy for a while. Alright. No, not yet. We're really hoping for this Mantle of the Tribunal. There's 8 things that could be in the chest. It's going to give us 2 of them, but it could give us dupes. There's 4 things that we could use, but there's 1 that would set us free from this place for now. Alright. No! Alright, I got a piece of armor that I was missing. So that's something. We got some linked armor of the sphere. It's for mail. It's a... I'm not going to call it cute. It looks functional. It looks like it would maybe protect you against a sword. Are you filtering the randomness by dungeon or item? I was just having it give me any item, and then if it gives me a PvP thing, or I guess a new thing, I just re-roll. You got the giant tuning fork. I know, I have a bunch of them now. It looks like I just want to like put a little cube of cheese in either end, or like maybe some like veggies and do a little kebab, a little grilling. Do the photo of the T-Mog you're farming again. Love that concept you did in Remix. I keep hoping that this will drop and then I can do it for the next item. I don't want to be in here for very long, but maybe if I don't make the photo, I will be in here. This is the one. Appearance list. Oh, you know what I was actually using Narcissus for that I could turn it back on for was being able to like strip Transmog off of my characters in the appearance thing. Cause like there's no way for you to hide them here in this menu without an add-on, I don't think. A big marshmallow. I need to, I don't need to, but I'm feeling the itch to clear out my bags. When my bags get too full, I start getting twitchy. Okay. Alright. Screenshot. My menu is so big. Narcissus. Turn it back on for a moment. You guys staying hydrated? Gonna be victorious? New expansion, Shadow Priest will show their true allegiance to the old gods. I will give allegiance to anybody that helps me on the meters. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm getting my little screenshot here. Mantle of the Tribunal, I think is the name of it. And then I'm gonna get a little picture. If I can like figure it out. There we go. So we can turn off specific things. So if I want to turn off the weapons, I can just click on them. Oh, that's nice. So I don't have to take off everything. I can. But I can put it back on if I want. Here, we'll try to get mainly the shoulders. You know what? She needs a shirt. Sorry, she needs a shirt. Can't do it. It doesn't matter if it doesn't match. I wish I could stick her in like a little sports bra or something. Let's call that mantle. Just more undergarment options would be kind of neat. Yeah, there we go. Hola. Twitchy on Twitch today. Marmo, thank you for the 62-month resub. We can hide pants now. We can. I didn't reset it. And boss is still dead. Oops, daisy doo. Yeah, there's a lot of dress mugs that are about to look a lot nicer. Yeah, hiding pants works on live. You can absolutely hide pants on live right now. Reset instances. Thank you. Alright, this is the one. Doesn't affect what you learn? No. In general, no. It's just putting the dungeon back to a state where you're not saved any of the boss, or where the bosses are alive again, basically. That's all it is. Wear the dresses for the trading post now. So we're heading down the hall and then hanging a left. Yeah. I'm still that person where if I'm on my phone on Google Maps trying to like figure out where I'm walking in the city, I still have to like turn around physically to see which way the arrow points to get a feel for where I'm going. Cardinal directions are not my strong suit. Anthus can finally be free of his burden. You mean his pants? I mean, I won't lie. Sometimes at the end of the day, pants do kind of feel like a burden, and it's like kind of nice to take them off. Veg. Well, thanks for watching my video. Hope they set up a way for certain mounts to not be Dragonflight and the rest to remain. It would be nice. Oh, I forgot Bran again. It would be nice, but it would be nice. The reason I'm not hopeful is because it did work like that back when we had separate mounts for each, and the fact that we've backtracked in that respect doesn't make me super hopeful. I'd like to keep my Druid Flight form as not Dragonflight. Alright, come on, Bran. Places to be. Things to do. Make Warbound until equipped. Yeah, that's the stuff. So the icons are still a little slow, which is totally fine as long as I make sure I've learned it. We're in good shape. Warband's menu would look way different as a parent without your quick level guide on Remix. Instance rules confuse me. They confuse me too because they're not always consistent. Normal dungeons have no lockout, so you can do them as many times as you want. Heroic dungeons. Heroic dungeons are daily, and there may be exceptions to this, because who knows anything anymore, but like, as far as I know, heroic dungeons are daily, and then mythic dungeons used to be weekly. But Remix kind of messed with some stuff. But Mythic Zero's like in... Well, no, they do, don't they? Did I do my cereal in a piece of Tupperware? Hey, it sounds like a dish. The new Mythic Dungeon lockout would be the same for all old Mythic Dungeons. Yeah, I don't know anymore. My best guess for figuring this stuff out is just to try it and see if they let me in. Or see if the bosses will reset. First Mogs are still from Heroic Violet Hold. Hey, but think of how much nicer they're going to be to farm now that you don't have to do it on all the different armor types. Although, one of the pieces that I'm missing from Violet Hold, despite the fact that I have been farming it sometimes. You mentioned ages ago that you hated that farm, and I was like, well, I'm going to do it. So I, like, every time I went through Dollar Run, I would do a couple rounds of it. And there's one Mog in particular that I'm missing, and it's a cloak, so anybody could have learned it this whole time. And nothing doing, did not want to drop. The boss that drops it would spawn sometimes, and she never wanted to drop it. It's very mean. At least I think that was the way it worked. So I think this week is going to be mainly all about transmog farming. Transmog farming and then like cleaning up my bags and banks and stuff, I think. And then next week Radiant Echo starts. Do you think she should see an optometrist? I don't think that's right. Excuse me. Whole expansion's gonna be about transmog farming. Old Kara. The chess game makes me not happy. Oh, I wonder how much stuff I'm missing from there. I ground it out until I got the pet to drop. There was a pet that dropped after chess in Old Kara. And I farmed it. And I hated it. But I figured once I had that I'd be done. But I bet you there's Mog I'm missing. Chess is easy. It's still annoying though. Yeah, Mog learning changes are in. They are in. It's working. You could probably stand to do a couple of archives quests. This one's going to take me forever because I'm going to refuse to cheese it in a raid group. That one is fun. What does your warband look like? I can't decide. Do you mean the campfire log screen? Or like, just like which characters you have? Old Kara super annoying. The Satyr boss dropped a Warlock demon item and an enchant transmog. And a bit. Campfire aesthetics drive me nuts. Mine's kind of messy, and I'm just living with that for now. I know that my priest is there. I know my priest is there. There's a tiny urge to make all of them have, not matching transmog, but like coherent transmog that like fits with each other. Like, if all four of them walked on stage at a concert at the same time, you wouldn't be like, hey, who's rushed the stage? You know? There will be alternate backgrounds to unlock eventually, but for now, that's the only one we have. Does Warband Camp remind you of the Diablo 2 class selection screen? Hero talents are hidden until... I mean, you can see them on Wowhead. There's talent previews. Because they're up on beta and whatnot, but we're not going to earn them until we start leveling to 80. I guess I could always, if I didn't like the camp screen, I could just click past it. Like I could keep the character that I want to play not on it, and I could go to them separately so they'd have their own solo background. Alright. One Mantle of the Tribunal, please. Drum roll. Darn it. I got leggings that I needed, so that's something. Down to 3 things left on this list. We got bracers, some leather pants, which of course we cannot see like that. We would need to hide this. Well, that's kind of cool. I got multiple belts. Oh, in front and back. Or those laces. Hard to say. You ever kill Nightbane in Kara? Sounds like something I might have done. Don't have to favorite any characters, I think. Makes me want to do an alt purge big time. Do you feel the vibe to try to make your whole account down to 4 characters? Or you just want to clean it up a little bit? My dream is that we can select a raid boss and pose our characters fighting the boss. Put Rag in the background, have our characters attacking them. What if, I've watched way too much Black Mirror. I was imagining the characters being sentient and then being like, wait, but you're going on vacation. You mean I have to fight him this whole time? Get down to like 20-ish. Collect transmog on all characters. I need to start collecting. Kind of nice. You know what I should do is I should check my overall all the things percentage and keep an eye on it so I can feel like I'm making progress if I do actually make progress. My overall numbers were at 60.25%, which is 64.9k of like 100k or something. Need to be the war bank to be up so I can clear some tunes. Yeah, 107k. So we're gonna reset and back at it again. Having achievement locked ones would be a fun idea. I want, yeah, I want scenes that have stronger themes, you know? I think it's a good bet that we might get something like this, given the theme of the expansion, but I'm gonna need something kind of voidy. I wonder if they would do class themes or not for login screens. Because obviously it might be a little odd. Like, how cool would it be to have, like, a church for your priests and paladins? I mean, it doesn't have to be, like... obviously anybody could hang out there, but... I don't know. I'm just trying to think of places that Inksy would look particularly cool in front of. Or like posing options for the diorama. I noticed that when you click on them, they stand up. That's kind of cool. Class halls as options, that would be cool. Yeah, I'd like that. If we don't get a bar, I'm going to riot. Just complain loudly. Restaurants. What about the pillow forts, the Blood Elf pillow forts from like Black Temple and stuff? Where there's just like a bunch of pillows and like tents and it's just like a hookah on the ground. I'm sure some people want that. We need an inn. Yeah, you can keep resetting instances as long as there's no greater lockout. You will only be able to enter 10 unique instances per hour, though. If you are going faster than 10 per hour, then it's going to hit a point where it times you out for a bit. The Den of Mortal Delights, that's the one. Plus, they had a couple areas that are kind of like that in Silvermoon. Maybe not quite that luxurious. Alright. Let's see how long this takes. Maybe this will be our player housing, just making nice warband screens. Instance lockout seems so arbitrary. I feel like they've been trying to kind of cut a balance between having safeguards in place to put limits on bots. Aside from just like identifying them and removing them, of course, but like things to kind of contain them while you get around to removing them without limiting actual players, because increasingly players like you and me are running things to an extent that almost appears to resemble bots just because that's what we like to do. So they have to try and find a fine line of like what is natural behavior and where's the line and how can we set safeguards without, you know, impacting regular behavior too much. What if for rogues instead of like it would still be technically the sewers, but the treasure vault that they have there where it's just like piles and piles of like gold and treasure. The Karazhan Opera stage. Hunters in the camp scene kind of look weird with their weapons. Squidgy was trying to pose with a bow that she wasn't holding. She had no bow in her hands to be seen at all, but she was still trying to like draw one. And she just kind of looked like she was sort of trying to flex her forearms. But yeah, I don't know if they would do backgrounds that were too heavily class themed or not. There's nothing that says that the selection screen is supposed to be class-based. It would just be neat. I hope they eventually do tons of them. I hope it's something that's pretty easy for them to add more of. So there could just be like a lot of variety. Because it doesn't really hurt anybody. I think this is my most underrated pet of Dragonflight. Look at how big his teeth are. This thing is all teeth. Rolex, thank you for the 20-month resub. It's Jeepers. Jeepers, I believe, was from Time Rifts. Weirdly cute, yeah. It reminds me of the Shadowlands bats. They were like little baby plague bats. Alright, that was way too wide of a search term. No, not that. There's so many pets in this game now, it's kind of wild. And those had a similar kind of energy. They had very big mouths. They were like Golbats, but like adorable. Crawbat, yeah! That's kind of Golbat vibes. There was a purple one, I think. Hello! Hello, Jeffrey. How are you doing today? I missed the great question mark. The old question progress icon. Mm-hmm. What are you looking forward to most? I might be looking forward to the raid. The raid was kind of cool. Plus, I miss my guild. I don't always play, like, keep up with them in the off season, and I haven't talked to everybody in a while. Mitz, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Back and forth between my priest and invoker is main. Have raid tonight. Send help. Ooh, or professions. Figuring out gold making. Doing maybe a little bit of early farming. That might be kind of fun. I haven't got the new pets for the Squally quest yet. No. Oh, so you need to pick a like between priest and invoker for raid tonight. Listen, if you can't figure it out, then that means that they're both so close that you'd be happy with either of them, which means that you may as well flip a coin. Holy Shadow for raid. Yeah, that's my plan. I think I'm gonna need to keep both. I think I'm gonna need to flex between both throughout progression. It'll depend on what our raid comp looks like night to night. But I want to be one of the healers that is available to flex to DPS without losing too much, hopefully. So I'm going to try and set up both. Feeling better? Felt cold, like something cold like coming on. Thank you. Yeah, I am, actually. I think I managed to sleep it off. I was sort of, it was a little dicey for a few days. I had a couple days with like a sore throat and headaches and like some congestion and just being really tired. But I think I slept it off. I'm feeling good now, even though I got up kind of early. All the stuff I couldn't learn, taking up all my space. Glad they made it this way. Slixia's crying. She's not even on my campfire screen right now. She's not even Oh, is it time? She didn't even make the top 4 right now. All right. 1 Mantle of the Tribunal, please. Drum roll. Ow. Yes. And I got another thing I needed as well. So there's literally only one item that I don't have from this dungeon, and it's a pair of boots. A pair of boots. But we're not going to keep grinding until the boots drop. We did all the things random. We got the item. We're good. Excellent. Success. Yes. All right. Let's take her home for the moment. Well, I reckon. Maybe before we pick up our next all the things random thing to chase, we should look into the pets from Squally. We'll take a look at it. And first, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back. Hello. I'm back. Hazel seems to be still some good gold made to be gold to be made off of mining Serenite and Northrend mats. Yeah, some of the old expansion mats hold up really well. Northrend does all right. Mop is pretty reliable. Usually because of sky golems, I guess. Alright. Oh, how have I not done that quest? And then we can drop that one too, and that's all fine. I want to clean up my bags a little bit. And then I want to summon Squally and see what we're looking at with this quest. See how long it is. Find out what the deal is. I'm so happy. We got so much Transmog. We must have gotten like 6 or 7 or more pieces. Almost everything we needed still from Halls of Stone. Not too bad. That breaks into mysterious fragments, so we definitely don't want to vendor that. I am a tea person. I cannot speak to any medical claims being made about tea. My general advice is hope for the best, but don't bet your life on it. Is there a way to get a character out of time walk mode before remix is over? Not as far as I know. I should maybe... Wow, these things are dirt cheap now. Post up some of this stuff before the end. I mean, I'm sure I could also use it like while leveling, but, you know, it's fine. Okay, nobody really needs that. Breath of One Somti. I mean, there's a lot of transmog that I could maybe use it for, but like, oops. Okay, what are we doing? We are looking for a new farm. Oh, I was looking for Squally. That's right. That's right. So we summon our bud. And you should have a quest. Hello. Oh, he's so cute. Speak with Kurdrin Wellhammer. Find a way to... Oh, he's sad. She's sad. Pardon me. Squally. Got a depressed spectral griffin. All right. And he is there. Although, I guess I have stuff in my vault. Gotta drop off the Scarlet Crusaders in Tearsfall. Scarlet Initiate robes. Oh, seems valuable. Are you the kind of person that will sell something like that if you can? Or do you learn the first one and then try to sell the second one? These choices were unlocked more than a week ago. Alright, I know. This is a transmog. Probably just take the mog, eh? Because what I use 6 tokens of merit for? Gold? Like 3,000 gold. 3,000 gold? Transmog. Transmog. Sell the first one, want the second one for me. How much is a token nowadays? 306k on North American realms. Pretty juicy. Wait, does it have more? Did I stack up vaults? I didn't even think they did. Let me try it again. Because it's still glowing. It could be a UI bug, of course. You can stack them up. That's funny. All right, and then there's another transmog I don't have. There's a scepter. Sure, yeah. Give it. Give it here. It's 270 like 9 hours ago. These are some times. Price is swinging. It's gonna be all over the place for a bit through the beginning of the expansion. People started logging in. 391k in EU. I mean, I think that it may swing a little bit in the other direction at some point because, yeah, people want Bloated Balance to buy game time and they want it to buy The War Within, but people are also going to be wanting gold to get like started. A lot of people will buy gold tokens for gold at the beginning of an expansion, so it may even out. What's the problem? Lonely? Misses her family, need to find her brothers and sisters. Oh, okay. Are they just like in town or? Wow, there's a lot of icons going on over here. Yeah, I'll just follow the arrow. Hope for the best. 1.5k yards. Get the WoW token helper add-on. See it change every couple minutes. Easier to get the Dragonflight rep bags now. Love the gold pet charms from those. Oh. I guess I have Dragonflight reps now. Because, for a long time, I didn't have them all finished on Inksy because of, it wasn't the character that I made at the beginning of Dragonflight. Alright, hello? Excuse me? I missed High Mom. You back there? There's some decent mog in there, I think. Hello, excuse. How you doing? What's up, Thundo? What a name. Oh my goodness. Sorry. And then, oh wow, there's like a lot of scope packs and stuff too. Should I be looting them? I want a rogue because I want to get the secret Dead Minds trans. Feels so much better now to main different characters. I can't believe I have my dungeon teleports. I'm still like kind of in shock about it. There's so many of them because I did dungeon portals on 3 different characters. I did them on this priest, I did them on my human priest, and I did them on my evoker. So I had different portals in all of them, and now I have them all. Mind you, they all share a cooldown, but you know, let's not rain in our cereal. We're going this way. How do you get the dungeon portals? It used to be from timing plus 20 keys. I believe now you can get it for timing a plus 10 key in Mythic Plus of that particular dungeon. Wow, that world boss is really brightly lit on my map. They really want me to do that. Also, what's going on in the Emerald Dream? Fickle Judgment, Turtle Power. No, that's not what we need. Too much work. So nice. Thanks for recommending Tome of Teleportation. I love it. It's nice. It reminds me of teleports that I didn't even know that I had. Before I got this add-on, I pretty much never used... What was it? Black Temple. Is this alphabetical? It is. Yeah, the Fractured Necrolite Skull toy. You need a critter to power it, but there's also toys that can summon critters. And you can get a Black Temple portal, and when you're farming that place, it's really nice to be able to just zip there, because otherwise it's a little bit of a flight. I don't remember where I got... I think it might have been Time Walking that I got the actual toy from. There is a quest line for the account-wide bank portal, but it's... the bank itself, I believe, is still not working unless they've fixed it recently. It's been... they had to disable it due to a critical issue. Server just went down. Oh. So far, so good here. Oh, it's windy. Hello. Are you going to kick me off the edge? Guess not. Can you live with the knowledge of killing the cute critter for selfish gains? Listen, you just tell yourself that it was carrying, it was gonna make the other little rats sick. But the critter cannon, I think, actually summons bunnies. I'm pretty sure I sacrificed bunnies to get to the Black Temple. But I don't know. I was an instrumental part to a couple of guilds getting the critter killing achievement, the guild achievement, back in Cataclysm or something when guild achievements were first a thing. So I have the souls of a couple 100,000 snakes on my head, and I still manage to get out of bed every morning. Have you gone after any of the pre-cata items for Transmog they put back in the game? Not specifically yet. You monster. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do. You're right. We do it for pet battling too. When we're trying to get a rare pet to spawn, we find all of the imposters and we slay them to try to get them to respawn as a rare pet. You think when you get into pet battling that it's going to be all cute and cuddly, and then it turns out to be a little more bloodthirsty than you had in mind. Oh, doesn't matter. Just wasting all my vigor chasing treasures I don't need. I don't have a list for the pre-cata stuff. It's transmog items and things. Some of them I was recognizing from playing Classic. There are some things that were removed in the zone reworks that started to drop again. But I don't have a list. 60 to 70 XP squish is nice, but an hour? Maybe 6 dungeons max. Ooh, that is fast. There's a Google Doc spreadsheet for it. Somebody bought some of my healing potions. That's nice. Thought somebody still needs them. I'm very curious as to once I like centralize all my gold, which will take me ages once the war bank comes together. I'm very curious as to, oh yeah, nice, how much gold I have, because I bet you I'm not gonna have it for long. Man, just the fact that that's glowing so much makes me want to kill the world boss when I don't need to kill the world boss, but I kind of want to. All right, Squally, excuse me, I have found your siblings. And we got more of them. There we go. Flash, Gale, and Thundo. We have to have Thundo out. Yay! They're huge. They're enormous. I mean, I'm a gnome, so I'm like a little small, but... You ever think they'll add old Ubers back? I don't know. Used to think I needed at least one of every class. Now I think it matters less if it mattered at all. Yeah, I still have one of every class, but only recently. Okay, so that's one thing. If we collect... Oh, I see. Storm spirits from creatures of the Dragon Isles. This must not take very long, would it? So if we track that... Any creatures of the Dragon Isles? Someone must have a farm spot. Let me wowhead that. Storm Rider's Bond. Ran through one dungeon, got all 50, even works as a follower dungeon. Okay. Well, let's do a follower Onaran Plains then. What do you call that one? Dungeon Finders, follower dungeons. Let's do follower Nakud for chance at Divine Breath. What you farming? Right now, I'm trying to get the Storm Spirit pieces that I need to get the other colors of the Storm Rider's attire set. But after that, I'm going to roll a new All the Things item. Also, apparently, I need Transmog from this dungeon. Although it's not, I'm probably not going to get as much loot. Hello. Oh, there's a flight path. That's kind of nice. With the buffed up secondary stats, Longstrider benefits a lot now. Huh. Killing rares in Zerlek Caverns helps with the Storm Spirit things. I'm curious how many I'll get for this dungeon run. Because I have, I'm pretty sure, one... I'm pretty sure I have one Divine Breath of Onar in my bank somewhere. And we need 3. Also, I need to remember that this is a current content follower dungeon. Also, I'm not in my spec. I don't have my Shadow Crash. I need it. Oh, the 050 quest leads to a 0500 quest. Oh. Man. I don't have Wowhead Quick Link. Control C anything makes a link you can cut paste into your browser for Wowhead. Oh. I don't know that I lose like too much of my life from typing it out. Kinda handy. Kill the Forge Master from the World Quest over and over, you get 30 to 50 per kill. The Warbank's not functioning just yet. It's not working right. They're on it as far as we know. Alright, so there's 6 at 50. So let's get into Season 4 Shadow Keys. That sounds reasonable. Oh, I was like, why am I on the ground? It's because I've got Tyven set up. Alright, yeah, that's better. That's more like it. Although, I'm not... Oh, I wonder if you can't Dragon Ride on non-dragons in Nakud Offensive right now. That would be kind of funny. I'll have to try it on an actual renewed Proto-Drake and see if it'll let me take off, because I've just been running around on the ground. Granith, you here? Nope, can't fly at all. Frick. Might be here for a minute. You have to use flights now? It's very annoying. So they must have just like broken something that they've put this in for then, huh? Wonder if it'd be a benefit to have one of the mounts that can't Dragon Ride. It won't fly. You need to swap styles if you're gonna fly in the old-fashioned style. If you have static flying enabled, it won't let you fly here at all. I have Skyriding enabled though. Spawn zones random button only gives me ground riding. It's possible that maybe everything's not working 100%. Alright, well that's so weird. What if I toggle it off and back? Let's try that. Just for science. If I can find my mount journal. Bugs in WoW? What nonsense. Yeah, during patch week? Crazy. Couldn't be us. Nope, can't fly. Oh well. Alright, well I think I'm gonna be in this dungeon one time and not more times. That seems true. Do I have the talent that's making Shadow Crush cast to my target? Yes, I do. That's excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. I guess we can just walk around on the ground. How are hero talents feeling? We're gonna get those when the expansion comes out, when we're leveling to 80. They're not available right now. You'll unlock them as you level. Yeah. No worries, no worries. Stats above the mount in the journal. Mount Journal Enhanced gives you some extra data about your mounts. So that one is showing me how many times I've mounted on it, how long I've spent on it, how far I've traveled, what date I got it, how many other people own that, like how rare it is and what family it's in. Obviously the data's, you know, subject to error. It can't pull some of those things retroactively, so some of them will only count if you have the add-on installed and enabled. So things like usage count and time traveled are not super accurate for my mounts, at least, because they don't always have it on. Glad I did the breath mount already. Yeah, I'm hoping this isn't... I mean, it's not the end of the world, but like... Yeah, I might be killing a few trash packs that I wasn't before. I'm pretty sure I used to get people killed doing that. So if I need to do 500 of these Storm Spirit pieces later, I'd say I could do them during the pre-patch event, but it says Dragonflight creatures, so that probably won't work. I wasn't gonna play any more Dragonflight. I didn't have any plans to. Yards is the distance unit used. WoW tends to do distance by in-game yards. I don't know if we have in-game miles.
Dispel boss. Spread.
I'm not planning to run it again this morning, but that's very kind of you. Well, at least they gave us a Spirit of Wind. I feel like they broke it, and they know they broke it, and that's why they gave us this little flight pathy thing to get around, because it's just not working right. Yeah, I don't see myself toggling steady flight back on unless I'm specifically trying to, like, treasure hunt in an area where there's, like, delicately landed treasures, I guess. That's the thing. Not even urban. I don't even mind dragon riding while I'm trying to gather. I feel like I'm faster than I am steady flying. It's mainly if I'm trying to land somewhere tiny. I'm not very good, even with the Drake break, even with the arrest momentum thing. Oh yeah. I keep trying to... I guess I may as well run around on time then. Just nothing's gonna let me back in the sky anyway. to switch between them, weirdly enough. Lean more into static. Can be forced dragon ride until the end of the campaign anyway. Yeah. I still think that's like it's nice that it's not super... It's not like a crazy aggressive achievement to unlock static flying again, but it's weird that they're making us unlock it again at all. Just feels strange to me because it's almost like an accessibility option. It would be like putting colorblind mode behind an achievement. No, I can't dragon ride in Nakud right now. I think it's a little broken. We tried a few things. Nobody does Storm's Fury now, and the ones who do don't know how it works. I wonder if it could be possible to coordinate like a group of other people that were also farming for it, like on a Discord or something. I know it's a lot. Oh, Deanie with a raid. Welcome, raiders. I hope you had a lovely stream. Squally was the name of the pet that we summoned for the quest. S-Q-U-A-L-L-Y. He was a little sad. She was a little sad, but we cheered her up. Don't get it either. Suffer from motion sickness while skywriting. Yeah, not to be confused with Squidgy, my hunter. Or one of my hunters. Man, I have really left my NPCs to die here. I have not. I don't know where they are and I don't know what they're doing. But it is dying is what they're doing. They did not come with me. Oh no, it's just like real life. What do you guys do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Really like the Frenzied Deep set from the 500 quest. I think my best bet to do it is probably going to be not this. This was a nice idea on paper. In practice, maybe not. Just do a set amount every day. I'm probably not going to try and do all of it in one go. I think I would get kind of burnt. Especially because I really want to farm Transmog. I want to roll a new random item to chase. Yeah, no, it's a follower dungeon. Can I res them? Do I have mass res? Do I have regular res? I do have regular res. Oh, she's resing them. That's nice. Target is alive. That's funny. The res behavior works just like real people. How y'all doing today? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Tired, hanging in there, chilling between work tasks. Take good care of yourself. Kunoza, thank you for the 2-month resub. Love your content, Hazel. Thank you very much. At least the NPCs can't vote kick. Is that how we're going to know that the singularity has happened and is that the day that we find out that AI has become sentient is when the followers and follower dungeons decide that they don't need you anymore and they vote kick you out of the group. I think this is just RP. Camp where the Forge Master spawns, 15 minutes. Okay. I might try that. I might give that a go for a little bit. I wouldn't put it past him. This hunter's out for blood. They know that I'm PIing and I'm not giving it to any of them.
Run. Fear incoming.
Remember Mr. GM testing an alpha where the followers would drop group if you died?
Defensive.
Have we gotten a new mod from this dungeon yet? No? Oh man, this is gonna be the first time in my life I have to do the trash on the hill because normally I skip to the side. Like a normal person, and they're not gonna take me there, are they? There's no way they stuck the eagle point on the side of the hill where people like to skip to. We're gonna have to actually clear some trash. 10 to 12 kills-ish. Maybe there will be a bunch of people doing it today. If word gets out, gets around. What is this? Is this hill? I've never walked this road in my life. Oh, we're skipping? We're skipping? Promising. Not bad, I'll take it. I've seen worse. It's not true. I did do the hill like the first time that I tested this dungeon out in like beta. And then I felt really silly when I found out that you didn't need to do any of that. Best way to gear it for the War Within. There will be, starting next week, a pre-patch event that offers item level 480 catch-up gear, which is quite good. And it should be reasonably easily available. I haven't tested that part out yet, but I'm optimistic. It'll also, you'll get a bunch of, like, account-wide gear that you can use on your alts as well, if you have alts. Yeah. Yeah, I would just wait until next week. If you're really antsy, you can catch up by playing Dragonflight content, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'm not sure about Last Hurrah versus Aiding the Accord. I do know that they buffed Dragonflight reps. For as far as I know, forever. Kinda nice. Alright, well, that's done. We did not get a Divine Breath. And we didn't get any Transmog that I needed. I don't think. I don't even think I got any loot. Must have gotten something. No, I haven't done any tier 3 Scourgestone stuff. I haven't even unlocked the raid. Buffed rep, not rares, rep. Reputation. Divine Breath or account bound? I have like 20. I'm pretty sure I have like 3. Let me go. Or not 3. Sorry, I need 3. I think I have 1. I'm pretty sure I moved it to this bank. I'll go double check. I just haven't done that much Nakud. I did some of it in season 1. I didn't really do much of it in the most recent season. I didn't really level a lot of characters in dungeons. But yeah, I will take a look because I would like that mount. It's pretty. I don't have it. Yeah, that's broken. Alright. Evidently not on this character. Making sure my eyes aren't lying to me. Nope, there's no... Oh, no, there it is. Stolen Breath Benares. That's the name of the item, is Stolen Breath. I have 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just have the 1. I'll check the Evoker, but I'm pretty sure the Evoker had it and sent it to my priest. I think that's where it came from. I don't think my priest has ever had any drop. Still wish they'd go back in the Zerlek Caverns change. I know. I know. I haven't had the heart to farm rares since then. I've like maybe killed Karakta twice and it's just miserable. Anything? No, hey, look, there's some loot. 37 days left on her. She's got a real timer now. There's only 6 things that I haven't bought. Kind of want the shield. Or the gun. Or both. Do you like the new login music? I don't really notice it. I guess I don't really turn my headphones on until I've like already logged in. I can't say I could tell you anything. If you asked me to describe the Dragonflight login music to you, I don't think I could do it. But all her stuff just the other day. Oh, the Zerlek Caverns change. Rares no longer stay spawned if there's nobody around. They will be up for a little bit and then they go down. So if you enter an empty shard, it's not going to have all the rares up on it. Stolen. No stolen breath. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, it was just their like Caverns rares as far as I know. Unlucky. Alright, let's find a new thing to farm. I think I'm going to take a hunter running through some dungeons. Which hunter? Who's to say? I forgot about Poppin'. Maybe this one? Does that one have any gear? Doesn't really matter. I've got a few different hunters. Let's find a new thing to farm. It's fine. My add-ons are fine. Does she have all the things on? She doesn't, so we'll turn all the things on. Is there anything I can turn off for the moment? Eh. The new daily quest symbol harder to see. It's different for sure. I think it's going to take some getting used to for me. Alright, so we're at 60% of things. We are in account mode, which is good. Ugh. Uh-oh. Which add-ons are slowing me down? I might just need to start or build it up. Better add-on list. Make lists of add-ons to enable with a click. Good with several add-ons. My talents are mad. Let's reload. I feel like I don't have that many add-ons on right now. Maybe I should just take the starter build. There we go. It'll be something. Alright, let's roll an item. What are we gonna go get? There is nothing to select from. Oh. Main list must be updated before using this window. Alright, fine. My add-ons are fine. Or they were. They were fine on Inxie. I'm running the same ones. Here, let's do a little update, I guess. Oh, for heaven's sake. It wants me to farm white quality ceremonial leather ankle guards. I didn't even consider this. Alright. Wow, it helped me out. The 70,000 gold value is not promising. Also, do they look cool? Of course. Well, actually, they're not bad. They got like some stuff. Hang on. Hold the phone. Ceremonial leather. Ankle guards. My ankles need guarding. This is a requires level 5 classic era world drop. Must have been added back. Drops from a variety of locations, including but not limited to Ragefire Chasm. Alright, let me show you what I'm looking at. I gotta try and pick a place to farm. I'm probably not going to find like the perfect one, but we'll do our best. So this is the item. These are the boots that we're we're chasing. These are all of the different places that they can drop from. So I want to find a zone that's got like a ton of stuff in the range here. Ashara looks like it's good. Dark Shore's got some stuff. Northern Barrens might be kind of nice. There's also dungeons. Looks like tons of stuff in Northern Barrens. Wailing Caverns. So yeah, let's go to the Northern Barrens. Let's see. Let's find a nice little farm spot. Okie dokie. One moment. If I wanted to go... Oh, hang on, I lost it. Because I want to make sure I'm farming mobs that have it, basically. Looks like something from Mulgore. So if I'm an Alliance Hunter and I want to get to the Northern Barrens, we could go from Hyjal. We could go from... Oh, Wailing Caverns. That's the move. Let's do that. So I want to go to Dalaran then is what I want to do. Valorant Pet Battle Legend. Yeah, you got it. Way ahead of you. Gonna be remixed all the way till the 19th for me. Got so much left to do. Wonder if they re-added any BOE epics. Hey, I got a quest. Yeah, I've done that one already. Whaling Caverns, please. Buy it off the auction house. Listen, 70,000 gold. That's like most of one of those expensive mogs from the vendor. That's not happening. So it looks like we could farm almost anything. Kolkar, Storm, Baron's Kodo, Sunscale Ravagers. I hope that it is droppable even without... Also, where's my loot? Chromie time. I'm hoping that that scaling is not a particular concern here. Deviant Stalkers, Hyenas. Yeah, so we're farming for these... Lord, this could take me until War Within. Here, let me get it on my list. Ceremonial leather ankle guards. Get a nice little screenshot here. They are technically boots. I did get the shoulders. I think that grind is going to make this one... I think this grind is going to make that one look like a piece of cake by comparison. There we go. Neat. Alright. So we could farm it from lots of things. The drop rate kind of sucks no matter what you do. Because it's a world drop item. So you're pretty much looking for... Making sure... Kolkar... Venture Co. Yeah, so like it looks like basically anything in this zone. It's like a zone drop. So we just want to find stuff that respawns nice and quick. Pretty good density. I don't know if rears would be any good. Probably not. The other thing I can do is I can check, and this won't do me a lot of good yet, but we can check Undermine Exchange for this item. And we can find out. So Lightbringer has one at like 60,000 gold, which is crazy. But there is one on a US realm for like 200 gold. Pardon me. Sort of price. There is one. There's a bunch of them on Area 52. So if I moved myself some gold, I could buy it. Given how little gold it is, I'm actually kind of tempted to literally... Well, no, it would have to be... I was like, what if I make a character in Area 52 and see how long it takes me to scrounge up like 200 gold without using the auction house? I could probably make that gold faster than I could... I can probably make that gold faster than I could farm this thing, to be honest. All 12 of us just saw that price difference? Yeah, but like, you guys don't want it. You're not that... I mean... You already have it. You guys are major collectors. Dropping from Raptors back in the Barrens. There might be 13 of us now. Wait, no way! It literally just dropped while I was thinking about it. That's crazy. That's like a 0.07% drop rate. Are you kidding? Excuse me? Oh, thank you. Don't mind if I do. Forget about it. Maybe you should sell it. Streamer luck. Just get it to drop. You know, like, if you can't find Transmog, why don't you just have it drop? You know, just like kill the mob and then pick up the item, right? Alright, well, we need a new thing. That took less time than it took to stick the thing on my screen. Okay. Let's roll another item, shall we? You either get it or you don't. Reroll. Alright. It has given us Praetor's Ornamental Greatsword, which is a two-handed sword from World Splitter Skull in the Antoran Wastes. Well, this seems like something that my main could do just as easily. Just get it. Hang on, before we log out, actually. Let me get my screenshots and stuff. That could keep me busy for a while. Praetor's Ornamental Greatsword. It is a BOP item, so we must farm it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is a pretty sword. Is your opinion of Fearlath worth it to make if it drops? I mean, it is a legendary. It's cool looking. What add-on is this? This is all the things. All the things, the random function. All the things random. It's pretty good. I can't believe how fast that... Wait, did I even learn it properly? I did. It's just the icon's not updated just yet. Don't know how to clip things. There should be a button somewhere on the stream interface, but the other thing that I can do is I can add a stream marker for myself so that I can find this later. Oh man, I clicked past it really fast, but my gnome looks real cool on that login screen. With her shades on. A week from tomorrow, new trading post? Yikes. Hunter Transmog's cute. You like Squidgy? Squidgy's my remix hunter. Well, one of my remix hunters. Alright, I guess I'm going to Antorus, so I suppose we're gonna go to Dalaran. It's a start. Oh, I should turn this quest in, actually. Didn't even get around to it. Struggling with which 4 alts to choose. Oh, don't mind me. What if I use a random favorite mount until I find, like, the absolute finest one to ride around? Because most of them will probably skyride. Overthinking it for real. Yeah, not to invalidate your struggle. I'm not going to tell you that it doesn't matter. But I will say that no matter what you choose, it's going to be okay. Glacial Tidestorm Skyride's my favorite so far. New player wanted to branch out, do more than quest. Pick a goal that seems appealing to you, and then figure out what steps you need to take in pursuit of it. So if your goal was to do something like get a certain level in Mythic Plus or in raids, then you might want to be looking for groups and working on your gear. If your goal was collecting, then you might want to be getting comfy with different tools that let you see how your collections are. Maybe third-party websites like Data for Azeroth or Simple Armory. Add-ons like all the things. I was going to, that's right, Argus. Campfire anxiety is real. Whatever you do, you will still be hungry by 3 p.m. The gear gliders look cool. Ooh, I bet the X-Wings are pretty sweet. From Mechagon? Let me see. Like this. I bet this thing's good. Oh yeah. Phenomenal. Let's learn more about this sword that I need. Praetor's Ornamental Greatsword. Drop by skull. It's a 4% drop rate. World Breaker's Skull. World Splitter's Skull. So he's in the Antoran Wastes. And he may only spawn when his daily quest is up. So we may not even be able to work on this for now. We'll see. Oh, his world quest is up. That's good. That's a good start. Oh, I wonder if I can do it on a bunch of different characters. No, we definitely can't fly out here, so we're ground mount stuck for now. I'm not real good at navigating around Argus, so bear with me. Oh, there's a bunch of rares up. Or no, those are treasure chests. Got the one from the quest for that yesterday. It's a very long respawn. Okay. Drive it away today, I think it was. Nice. As far as I know, the warband bank is not fixed just yet. I think it's funny how in different Blizzard posts, they call it different things. I was trying to figure out what to refer to it as in videos, and I wanted to have, like, you know, the right nomenclature. So I was, like, looking through, and they were, for the most part, calling it the Warband Bank, so I decided to commit to that. But then when they said it was broken, they called it, in the same post, both the War Bank, which I like better, and I think that's the move, and also the Warband War Bank. They mentioned that they were having critical issues with their Warband War Bank. Yeah, it's still unavailable. I'm looking forward to it being alright eventually. Man, I need tons of stuff from the Antoran Wastes. Are these just like rares? Or world bosses or something? I don't think I fully understand Arcus anymore. Transmog is hard. Excuse me, World Splitter's skull. Can I help you? Are you flying in? You coming? You up there? There he is. Hello, hello, excuse, sir, please. Alright, might need to wait for him to rotate back around. Farm the World Defiler plate set. Ooh. I don't even know how to get all this stuff. Also, I can't resize my Alta things right now. I am not an all the things expert. Filter out class restricted items in the list. I don't know how to do that. If I was poking around in the settings. Like, so you want account mode on, but you want to filter out class items, I'm assuming? Because you can... Class items will be filtered out for other classes when you're not on account mode. And I have that hotkey, so I can kind of toggle it on and off. Yeah, I don't know. It may not be manageable at this time. It might be a feature they look into adding. There he is. Alright, come on, buddy. What do we get? Veiled Argonite. Okay. Alright. I'm assuming that he's a daily loot lockout. I don't know that for a fact, but it seems reasonable to assume. So I wonder if I should move a bunch of characters out here. Most rares daily lockout. Yeah, okay. The good news is that it could drop for any of them, so it doesn't have to be a character that could use the sword. The bad news is I don't even know how many of my characters have unlocked Argus. This music is scary. I feel like I can't send her to Argus in a bikini. It just seems like she's not prepared. Rares from the portals. Different portals go to different events. Not always up. I'm trying to remember what the deal with that was. Argus. The currently farming box is something that I'm manually doing for my stream UI. You can always just take a screenshot and set it as your desktop wallpaper until something drops, though. How do you like the new character select screen? It's neat. I agree with people that it's kind of hard to pick which characters you want to have on it. It's surprisingly hard. I like the new reputation window being like kind of automatically collapsed. Warband reps looks like it's Dragonflight only. And then when you go all of reps, Sword Army is there. She's even a Warband rep, apparently. I'm a legend. Wish we could pick poses for our characters too. I want to make mine reading or Pandaren cooking something. Ooh, that would be cool. I would be even okay if there were like certain positions in the list, like in the campfire, that would correspond to different activities. You know, like this chair is the reading chair, and if you're at the bar, you're drinking, kind of thing. If there was a bar, you know. I would want my alts in front of the Stormwind gazebo. The 4 characters in the login screen is just cosmetic. Shared rep and transmog is account wide. The word warband really just means all of your characters on your account. The 4 characters in the campfire scene is just like a little cosmetic thing. It is kind of misleading. A lot of people get tripped up by that. How did Saladath invade your video? Is there anything the Void can't do? Shadow Priest never reveals her secrets, but I will disclose that it is a paid partnership with Blizzard for that particular video. That is sponsored content. Seen that set? Seems pretty tough to get all the pieces for World Defiler. I don't know if I'm quite sure. I don't think I'm familiar with it, no. Who would have more than 4 characters? That's just silly. Love how easy it is to click on so many default map icons now and track them. Oh, that is kind of nice, actually. Especially instances and rares. Can we say the shadows corrupted you? Well, we've been corrupted. I'm struggling with running from point A to point B. I got really excited about the arrow, but I think it's made me ambitious in a way that I really shouldn't be. Can I have a ramp? Alright. So, Skull looks like he's back up already, or at least he's up on this shard. Hopefully respawn times aren't too silly. Legion-ish looking set. How do you get it? Does it just drop from anything? Character cat people, how's the scrolling? We need folders. Alright. Waiting for it to come back around. Raise your eyes to the skies and observe. There he is. Excuse me? 1 sword, please. Nope. Create a soulbound cloth item. Neither. I probably have this transmog already. I do. I can vendor it for all of 16 silver. Wow. I guess I'll just leave these characters out here for now in case, heaven forbid, we do this, like, and it needs to be done tomorrow too. Although, I don't know if the world quest should be up tomorrow. I think the turning radius is better on skywriting mounts. Specific rares this guy might have it. Specific treasure chests. Oh. Didn't notice until halfway through rearranging tunes there's a search bar. Does it search for things like classes? Like if I search... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fidget. Who on earth is Fidget? Blackwing Lair? Excuse me? Why are you level 60? I'm so confused. I don't remember making this character at all. Fidget sounds like a gnome I would have made. Search by profession too, which is amazing. Yeah, news to me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's call it 5 hunters. I don't know what's going on over here. It's like finding a fever dream. All very confusing. All right. What about? Who's got herbalism? Everybody? All right, cool. Some people had deleted characters restored. That might be it, because it seems like a character I might have made as like a placeholder to just log in and check something. Although why she's level 60 is beyond me. What was I doing? I was getting another character to go to Antorus. That's right. Any way to see when a character was made? I don't know. You've been sleepwowing. I would make a gnome hunter in my sleep. That does kind of track. I wonder if we'll be any faster at getting out there now. Give me my action bars back. Thank you. PTR character? PTR characters should never hit live servers. It's a completely different client. Forgotten character in a forgotten realm. I guess so. She is on a different realm. I must have boosted her for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. What is there to do now in prepatch? Depends on if you like any of the changes. I did a video actually that I just put out yesterday about it. Oh, these hunter pets are so cute. Crackers and cheese. I'm dying. Slash love. Wait, no, I need to slash love cheese too. I don't want them to think I'm favoring one. There we go. I got them both in. Okay. Be careful logging out. Logged out to switch tunes. Now I cannot log into any tunes. We are getting closer to the end of our stream time slot, so I think if it boots me, I'll just take it as a sign from fate that it's lunchtime. Speaking of which, this may be a new record for how long we've gone without talking about food. Do you think it's just because we have so many new things to do? What's for lunch? I have an avocado that might be ready. Do lights purchase. Currency transfer, as far as I know, is available, but people were saying, word on the street was saying that it was not working correctly and may have been deleting currency, so maybe don't just yet. Maybe give it a day. Give it a little bit of time. We don't know yet when the banks will be back in business. As soon as they're fixed, I'm assuming. Given to understand. Waiting a bit to transfer any currency for Mog buying. I like that your drag thief reminds me of a pink macaron. She just looks so silly on a mount in dragon form. I do like her regular transmog because she's basically just wearing like sloppy PJs. And that's the kind of energy I want at least one of my WoW characters to have. I really thought there was a shortcut down here. Was it this way? Might have been. I think I came this way. Yeah, because I remember seeing this bear from Fruity Loopy. Greater invasion point. I kind of want to do that. There's a lot of things I think I need from it, but I also, if I have time, I want to be doing skull because I want this sword that we started farming. It'd be cool if I could get another one in the same day. I'm still kind of floored at how fast the other thing dropped. I ought to... Oh, I thought I was going to disconnect for a second. I have to switch to Devastation. He's down. It's nice. And he's dead. One sword, please. No, we got meal boots. I just had a terrifying thought. What if the item will only drop in a character that is eligible to loot it because of the way the rare personal loot's working? It so far has only given me items that I was able to use in that character, so maybe I need to be doing this on like a warrior to even have a chance. Worth thinking about? Speed set is so fast now, I beg them to keep it like this. Listen, just don't tell too many people. And maybe they won't get around to it for a while. Yeah, so I should pick something that can use, because what was it? It was a... Drops a... Is it a one-handed sword? Ornamental greatsword. It's a two-hander. So, crinkle. I'm trying to farm the Praetor's ornamental greatsword. I got a screenshot above my head here. It's a transmog item. I rolled it with the randomize function and all the things. Two-handed swords? I mean, I guess maybe they can. Loot spec. But yeah, I have enough. Fury uses two-handers, right? Two-handers? Yeah. I have enough, this character's already in Dalaran. Alts that I can probably scrape some that can use swords to try this on, just in case. Wondering if warbands would change how loot works at all. It doesn't seem like it's made, so far at least, an impact on what drops, more so what you can learn when it drops. I just found out demon hunters have jokes apart from their racial ones. I'm not sure if I knew that. Yeah, just like chat's helping you out with. Catch-up gear is going to be available next week with their Radiant Echoes event starting July 30th. There will be 480 item level 480 warbound until equipped gear that you can get. You could get a head start before then if you wanted to by doing current content. You'd be going to the Emerald Dream. But I would just wait. I wouldn't worry about it too much. So we zip through this corner, over the hill. Getting a little better at this. There is no way to eject a character from Remix early. As far as we know, they are stuck there until August the 19th when Remix ends. But you can stack up gear for them in advance. You can save up a set of like account-bound, warband-bound gear for that armor type. Okay. Let's see if we can get lucky. I have unspent skywriting points. Really? Oh yeah. Look at it. Got to tune in the stream for the first time in a while. Always a pleasure watching this. Welcome. Glad to have you here. We're taking advantage of prepatch to go out and farm random transmogs with all the things. Right now I'm trying to get a sword to drop from this fellow here. Kind of a neat appearance. But I am nearing the end of our time slot. Alright, no luck that time. Let's give it another go. Hazel, everything is different. I don't know how to play my class anymore. That's gonna be me when I'm leveling. I'm not gonna, like, because right now I'm just farming, so it doesn't matter for me yet. But the second that we start leveling and questing, or like, heaven forbid I do a dungeon and other people do more than me, I'm going to be cranky. Max level my new main as a prot warrior. Changed to Fury to try it out this week. Teach me. I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. I'm a priest main. And I wouldn't even say I know anything about that. So poor Mungo here, he's a remix alt, so that's no good. Scary can use two-handed swords, though. I don't know if she has Argus unlocked. I like your voice. Thank you very much. So many new alts to gear after remix. I'm hoping it drops a lot. I'm hoping that it drops easily. Yeah, talents and specs are fairly different. I've been kind of just sticking starter builds on things to have some talents to use. How you feeling about prepatch? I'm having fun. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to when they hopefully soon get warband banks, war banks sorted out. That'll be kind of nice. But not in a big hurry. What's the rush? Got the rest of our lives. How many else did he make for remix? Somewhere in the neighborhood of 9. Something like that. Well, I'll have a portal. That's a good start. I know I unlocked Argus on a bunch of characters. Actually, maybe they don't even make you do it anymore. But for a while they did. And I know I did it because there was a... Might have been a mount. A lot doesn't sound like me. There was something that I wanted to farm off of a rare during Dragonflight at some point. So I remember doing the intro on a bunch of characters. Perfect opportunity to set up herbing and transmuting alts for the next Dragonfest. Man, I had the stamina to transmute on like 1.5 characters. I would do it most of the time on my main, on my alchemist main. And then I would do it some of the time on another character. I made a little bit of gold off of it, nothing crazy. Go to Argus and characters I've done 0 Legion stuff with. That's excellent news. I hated doing the Argus intro. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Scary never did it. This is a character that I made more recently in Dragonflight when we were randomizing alts to make and play. I'm gonna be sad later on in my life when this bear is no longer on this cliff. It's kind of a landmark for me now. Yeah. Profession guides are really more like profession guidelines because everything's going to be in flux depending on how many people are doing which thing and what supply and demand looks like. I usually don't tell people too specifically what to do because it's just gonna change. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. I don't remember which of my buttons do. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Any luck? No luck? Man. All right. Well, she can wait there. Oh, we can do one more. Can't believe they got me excited to remove it from my bank. Oh, I forgot to check. I was in my Evoker's bank earlier, and I forgot to check to see if she has one of those stashed. I swear I did it because I figured they would make it a toy eventually. But I also don't remember if I really did or not. I guess it would be on the auction house as well. Paladins can loot two-handed swords if they're ret loot spec. Or have another... Yeah. Also, does he look good or what? I love this set. I think it's great. Tusks going to good use. Yeah, Harrison Jones was the one thing that I noticed when I log into each character. Got tusks? Nice. Yeah, I did them in Remix. Alright, last character try on that rear today, and then I gotta go. Wish I didn't have to learn the garrison plans in each of my tunes. Tactical open-toed shoes. Did heroic rise against my guild. The intermission ads had 5 HP. Intermission ads. Huh. Like the ones on the side platforms? That's weird. That's funny. I'd follow that war chief. I don't think it would make any sense whatsoever, but if Denathrius became the war chief somehow, I'm pretty sure everybody would be cool with it. Maybe not people that are worried about things making sense, but if we're just making choices based on vibes, then we're good. Wonder some people feel they don't really have tusks unless they have one to put in the bank. Make a BFA remix so I can get that auction house mount. I don't know if they're going to make it available again unless they relax. You can get Tusks in Remix in the space of about 2 days if you go like crazy and you get carried through very high level content. If you're looking to gear yourself up for that content so you can kind of get into it with pugs without needing to convince a group of people to bring you, then you're looking at like 2 weeks. You got time still. I should 100% bring the Longboy back to sell it for 5 mil like they did in BFA. What about all the people that have spent gold cap for it on the black market auction house? Took away storm riding ability? Any mount can spec into it now. If you go into your dragon riding, your sky riding abilities in your mount journal, you have the option to choose between that and whirling surge for any mount. This was my spot. Glad that remix characters are eligible for heritage armor when it's done. Target dummies Veldraken taking some abuse today. Also just me making an excuse to get soundless. Alrighty. One last chance at this today. And this must be the lucky one. Is he coming? He's on his way. Any luck? No? Man, I'm not even getting weapons! Yeah, well, at least these characters are here, so they can have a faster chance at it tomorrow, I suppose, assuming that he's up. I am about finished for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun with the first pre-patch stream. I think we're going to have a lot of transmog farming in the future for this week. I appreciate the company. Thanks for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.